Welcome to Pet Bird Care 101. This is for the new bird owner or the bird owner that may need to refresh. Maybe you've had a bird for a while and you realize, hey, I'm neglecting this bird some. I haven't been taking very good care of my bird. Let me see what else I can do. Maybe you're even getting a vibe from your bird that your bird is bored or not very happy or whatnot. So the information in this video will be helpful to you if you're in any or all of those categories. Ideally for the new bird owner, so you can get off on the right foot. So this is my bird, Guapo. He's a 10-year-old lovebird, and he's pretty excited and confused as to why I'm sitting right here with him. I do get him out every night, but typically I don't just sit here by his cage because I live a busy life like most people do nowadays. So in this video, we're going to go over the basics. The cage should be clean. You need to change the paper out of the bird's cage. Keep it neat. On average, every couple days, great. Once a week, perfect. I get to his about once a week. And honestly, sometimes if I'm very busy and I know that the cage needs cleaned and I know that I don't have time to fully clean it, as in take this top part off and change it out and shake it out real good and wipe it out. If I don't have time for all that, I'll put new paper on top of the old paper with all the seeds. So again, that's just if you're in a hurry and just something so that they see at least the ground of their cage clean. It's just a little shortcut, and we like to think and hope that we never are going to take shortcuts with our bird care, like with anything in life, but sometimes it happens. So it's just a little tip. The water, you need to change water daily. Bacteria can grow in the bird's water and it can make your bird sick. So you want to have a drinking water container and ideally a little container for bathing, because birds do bathe very regularly. It's something that they enjoy and that they need to do. Now, will your bird take a bath in the drinking recipient and drink from the bathing one? Definitely, that's an issue. But that's just like a joke amongst bird owners. It happens. They do it to drive us crazy sometimes, I guess. And your seed, you really want to top off daily too. And he's being noisy because he's like, why are you sitting here and messing with all my things? One really great tip I will give you. When it comes to your bird staying entertained, it's great to move around the order of the toys every month or so. You just take the toys out and move them around, or take those toys out, let them soak in some water, warm water, and put your different toys. Have a change of toys for the birds. And they love that, because birds, they get tired of seeing things the same old way. So change their stuff up. And guys, I learned that from an article in a bird magazine years ago, and that takes me to another point. If you have a bird, check out a bird magazine or a bird book from the library. Do your research so that you're always learning, or at least every now and then learning some new tips about being the best bird owner possible. This is Guapo's calcium block. Again, birds need these for their beak mainly. So that's it's a must. This is millet. Am I making you mad messing with all your stuff? So the millet is something that the bird really likes, but I actually read at some point it can be fattening for the bird. So it's a special treat for them. You don't want to go overboard on the millet. When this one runs out, it'll sit there for a little bit before I replace it right away. So, and then some common household dangers. If you are someone that will be training your bird and getting your bird out of the cage, which again is ideal for your bird living the happiest and healthiest life possible. And I'm going to teach you how to do that in a sequential video on this station. to train the bird, right? To hand train your bird. Anyhow, if you're going to be getting your bird out, be careful of fans. Be careful of doors opening or closing or accidentally walking outside with your bird on your shoulder. Be careful of candles. And if your bird is just living in the cage, you don't have him trained yet, you still need to be aware of household dangers such as breezes. Guapo, ya. He's being a little annoying. He's like, why are you sitting here and not getting me up? So, birds shouldn't be near a draft. For this video, he's sitting here. You can't see it, but on the floor, there's an air vent. Normally, his cage, this table's pushed over a few feet away from that air vent, and or the air vent is closed. They should not catch a draft of air, either warm or cold. It can make them sick. They should be near a window so that they can see outside. Again, this is usually open, but just for the purpose of this video, I closed the blinds to hopefully have a better view of the video, right? Other things, Teflon pans are fatal, can be fatal to birds. Avoid them, or if you're using them, have your bird far from the kitchen. Birds are sensitive to smells. They have little air pockets as lungs, so that's why there's the term canary in a coal mine, because the canary is the first one to die when there's a problem in the coal mine, because they're so sensitive to smells and environmental changes and stuff in the air. So super careful about that, especially cooking, especially burning stuff, incenses, strong smelling stuff. Keep that all away from your bird. Guapo, are you the presenter here or am I? And also keep yourself safe. If your bird tweets loudly over and over in your ear, it can make your ear kind of go deaf for a little bit. And those are a few things. We've gone over common dangers, food and water, how to take care of your cage. During the evening time, the nighttime hours when you sleep, your bird should be covered up. So this is his cover. So during the night, we just cover him like this. And there, maybe he'll be quiet for a few minutes, right? If we leave him covered up. That would be mean to cover them up if they're being too noisy generally, but if you have an important phone call or something and they won't be quiet and you just need them to be quiet for a minute, it can be effective too to cover them up. But if a bird is being very, very noisy regularly, the bird is probably bored. Something's missing or lacking in its life. Maybe, probably, or it's just a really loud bird and it can be annoying. Some birds are really loud, like your conures, and most people are not cut out to be conure owners, just for the record there. So we've gone over cleaning, common dangers, water and food, millet, some extra special healthy treats, enhancing foods for your bird are sprouts. You can grow your own sprouts. You can look into how to do that online. Sprouts are the healthiest food for birds or humans, in my opinion. It's awesome for them, nutrient packed. What else? Fresh fruits and vegetables. So Guapo loves broccoli, and with the birds especially, stick to organic fruits and vegetables. We should anyway, but birds eat so little, you can buy an organic apple for them, right? Or organic head of broccoli. And no seasoning whatsoever. They're very healthy by nature. That's why they live so long. One reason, they like fresh fruits and vegetables. And I think that just about covers it. Again, this is Pet Bird Care 101. In this presentation, we went over the basics. I feel like I could be missing something, but I feel like this was pretty thorough and gave you a lot of good information, especially if you're just getting started with your pet bird. Be careful of other pets, of course, too. And if you liked this video, watch out for my next one where I will teach you how to hand train a bird with a gentle method that doesn't involve withholding food or anything like that. Okay? And it worked for Guapo and me, and I'm sure that it can work for you too. This is Jessica Pita, the owner and primary pet caregiver of the Paw and Feather Clan. Thank you for joining me. Follow us on Facebook. Thanks for subscribing to this channel if you like what we're doing.